Welcome back to our channel. Please subscribe to hear chapter books read aloud. Summer in the Summer, Chapter 4. Chapter 4, The L Word. I followed the ghost of Mr. Clutch as we swooped higher into the sky. Then we zoomed really fast away from the ocean. "Where are you taking me now?" I asked. "We will find out," the ghost of Mr. Clutch replied. "Flying is so cool. I wish I could fly everywhere." We swooped down lower. I can see the rooftop of elementary school in the distance. "Is that my school?" Wait, you're taking me to school?" I asked. "Yes," said the ghost of Mr. Klutz replied. "In more ways than one." We were getting closer to the school. The ghost of Mr. Klutz wasn't slowing down. It looked like we were going to crash right into the wall of the school. "Watch out," I shouted, putting my hands over my eyes. But we didn't crash. We flew right through the wall. It was the coolest thing ever. Being a temporary ghost was fun. The ghost of Mr. Klutz and I flew through the wall of the window of the vomitorium. It used to be called the cafeteria, but then some first grader threw up in there, and everybody started calling it the vomitorium. It was all decorated for Halloween with pictures of witches and pumpkins and bats and stuff. "What are you looking out for? The street's up there." The whole gang was sitting below us eating lunch, including me, AJ in the past. Can they see or hear us?" I asked the ghost of Mr. Klutz. "No," he replied as we hovered over the table. "Do you remember this day, AJ?" "Oh yeah," I replied. "Halloween is my favorite holiday." "Do you love it?" the ghost of Mr. Klutz asked me. "Ugh," he said the L word. I didn't answer. I'm trying to never say the L word out loud. That's the first rule of being a kid. "Wait a minute," I said. "I thought you were the ghost of summers past." "Halloween isn't in summer," asked the ghost of Mr. Klutz. Oops, I really need to get a calculator or a calendar. Below us, my friends were talking about Miss Mary, who was a student teacher who also happened to be Mr. Klutz's daughter. "Miss Mary is scary," AJ in the past said. "She looks like a vampire," said Neil. "Maybe she really is a vampire," said AJ in the past. "Did you ever think that? She dresses all in black. She wears a black makeup. She's got a pet bat." "Stop trying to scare Emily," Andrea told AJ in the past. "I'm scared," said Emily. "Miss Mary probably lives in a cave and sleeps hanging upside down from the ceiling," said AJ in the past. "Then she goes out at night and bites people in the neck and drinks their blood." "We've got to do something," Emily yelled, and then she running out the vomitorium. Everybody laughed except Andrea, who made a mean face at AJ in the past. The ghost of Mr. Klutz turned to me. "That wasn't really nice, AJ. The things you said, that they weren't nice to Emily. And it wasn't nice that you said about my daughter either." "I was trying to be funny," I told him. "Sometimes what's funny to you isn't funny to other people," the ghost of Mr. Klutz told me. "Sometimes what's funny to you hurts other people's feelings." "Okay, what if I say I'm sorry?" I asked. "Do it now," the ghost of Mr. Klutz replied. That happened a long time ago. Let's go. I followed the ghost of Mr. Klutz as he flew through the wall again and out of the school. You seem to have a lot of anger in you, the ghost of Mr. Klutz said as we flew over the rooftops. That wasn't really nice to be a hater. I'm not a hater, I told the ghost of Mr. Klutz. I hate haters. Is that so? He replied, taking a piece of paper out of his pocket as he flew. I made a list of things you said you hate. Let me see. You said you hate school. You said you hate spiders. You hate reading out loud, tests, snot, ferrets, germs, being smart, pudding on plays, board games, taking a bath, flowers, rain. Yeah, I guess I did say that. I hate those things, I admitted. Getting hit by water balloons, the ghost of Mr. Klutz continued. Coffee, dead fish when a helicopter falls on your head, zombies when the ghost gets attacked by monsters, toilet seed when an alien spaceship lands in the middle of the playground, when an asteroid crashes into Earth and wipes out all of the planet. Yeah, I guess I hate that stuff too. Come to think of it, I admitted. Okay, now I know lots of things now you hate, the ghost of Mr. Klutz said. Now tell me something you love. He's the L word again. I don't L anything. Are you telling me the truth, AJ? The ghost of Mr. Klutz asked me. Of course I'm telling the truth. If you're not telling the truth, the ghost of Mr. Klutz said, that will make you a hater and a liar. I never told a lie in my life, I insisted. Oh no, said the ghost of Mr. Klutz. You said there would be no ghost in this book, and here I am. So that was a lie. Hey, I didn't know you were really going to show up, I shouted at him. I was really mad now. I'm innocent. I think you might have an anger management problem, AJ, the ghost of Mr. Klutz told me. It would be good if you could appreciate some of the nice things in life, all the things that you love. Ugh, he said the L word again. I bet there are lots of things that you love, AJ, the ghost of Mr. Klutz, said the ghost of Mr. Klutz. The L word is for girls, I told AJ. I told him. Love is for everybody, AJ, he replied. Admit it. No! We were getting close to my house. It's time for you to go back to your house now, the ghost of Mr. Klutz told me as we hovered outside from my windows. As you mentioned, it's school night. Can't we fly somewhere more? I asked. Flying is awesome. Will you admit that you love flying, AJ? I didn't want to say a word out loud, but I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do. I had to think fast. This is the worst thing to happen since TV turn-off week. But I couldn't say it. I wasn't going to say the L word, so I didn't say it. I think, good night, AJ, said the ghost of Mr. Klutz with a sigh. I climbed back to the window and got out of bed. I turned around to say goodbye, but the ghost of Mr. Klutz was already gone. I touched my skin. It wasn't a ghost anymore. I put the covers up over my head and went back to sleep. And it was turning out to be a real night, and it was about to get weirder. Okay, chapter 5, 2 words that should never be in the same sentence, which is tomorrow. Bye, guys. Hope you subscribe and hit the like button to hear more chapter books read aloud. Bye.